Cool. You ready?
How's my posture? Ugh. Yeah.
Hey, this is like a straight comfort thing,
I
right?
know.
So you just relax.
I can't sit cross-legged. I haven't been able to do that for.
Yeah.
It's fine. I can
Yeah.
see the age.
My hips won't let me do it.
It's my back more than
Your
anything.
back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you get some WD-40, it might help.
I threw my back out when I was about 10 years ago. I in the gym and I was trying to do what do you call it? I was trying to do
Deadlift?
squats with the Smith machine,
Oh.
and I went down bucket and then tried to come back up and something bit, and I holler up. I was like, yeah, that was bad. Never used. I can do squats. They said you shouldn't use the Smith to do squats because it doesn't
I
give you a natural curvature when you're coming back up.
Just leave all on. It's fine. Leave all on. Let's start. It's fine. All right, you ready?
yeah.
When you are,
All right, let's do it.
can you hear me properly?
Yeah, I hear all of you. All right. Here we go. Chontelle Sewett, welcome to the Gyaff. Thank you so much for being here and indulging us. We're big fans. Round of applause.
Yay. Thank you for
Yay.
having me.
How you doing?
I'm tired. Just, getting old.
Wow. You're not that old. I'm
Tell
not
me
gonna
about
ask
it.
you your age because it's, and we're taught that
I feel like I'm in a room with old people, so I just have to say that. I feel
Us?
it. No.
We're the youngest we've ever been. We look the youngest we've ever been.
It's how you feel, eh?
Yeah.
I
Everyone looks at you.
yeah. I'm the oldest person in the room now. I mean, I enjoy hanging out with Alex. You're what, 10 years younger than me?
Yeah. 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think in terms of our ability to carry a conversation and similar interests, age kind of goes out the window there, you know? Do you find that? Do you find it difficult to speak to either person's, I'm assuming I'm about 10 years older than you.
I'm like a chameleon. I adapt. So
Yeah.
if I'm around kids, I'll talk what they want to hear. If I'm around adults,
But in terms of substance, you know, like I think a lot of younger persons, I have a hard time talking to 20-year-olds.
no.
Yeah.
Especially the Gen Zs, it's tough, and I do speak the lingo because it's all TikTok, it's all social media.
Yeah.
So again, I adapt.
Well, that's a question I was going to ask you is like, you are in a space that's very, well, first of all, for those of the people, everybody knows, but you're a special effects artist, you're a makeup artist, you're an artist on a whole, you do great work, but you exist in a space that is, it's trendy, it's what's culturally popping,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. So, how do you navigate that? And also, what kind of conversations do you actually enjoy? You personally.
Like, I have to keep up with the trends. It's the most difficult things, especially when I'm just like laying in bed and I want to go to bed. I can't. I have to go on the trending, other influencers. As an influencer myself, I am inspired by others. So whatever they're doing, whatever is trending, whatever on my feed, I have to take the time and go through it and just learn it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm at the age where as soon as I learn a trend, it's over. So that's my predicament. It's a bit tough, but I managed to, toe the line. But the conversations, it's pretty easy now. Social media just makes things way easier to talk to people. Even if you have nothing in common, you mention something you see online and boop.
When you translate that into a business, though, does it, because I'm assuming it's related to your business, like to be on top of the cultural trends?
Yes and no. I mean,
What makes a successful influencer? Is it keeping with the trend, or is it bucking the trend and doing your own thing?
Good question, but do you consider yourself an influencer?
That is the tricky question. I really don't.
Influencer gets a bad rap. That's the thing.
It's
Because everyone's a
everybody's
friggin'
an
influencer.
yeah.
You know, everyone thinks that they're a. The second you change your status to digital influencer, I read.
I
you
would
know?
say
I think you're a jackass.
I would say I'm a content creator, and with the content that I make, people follow and they're interested in what I do. So I don't consider myself an influencer, no. But yeah, even with like design, with my graphic side, I have to stay with the trends. I have to, as much as I don't want to, I have to keep up. There's
Yeah.
something new every day, and even when clients come, they're like, "Oh, I see this trend." Mind you, most of my beauty clients, they don't like fun stuff. They don't like the eccentric, exaggerate makeup that I like doing. So I do it on myself, and then when I go out, people see it and they're like, "Wow, I saw this. It's so amazing."
For two grown men who have no idea of beauty and beauty standards, what is
Speak for
exaggerated?
yourself, brother.
Hey, Bana, you couldn't even comment something other than jeans and a t-shirt, please.
I am
Please.
representing a cultural icon from the 70s, so I guess that's the old part of it.
What was my question again?
You were asking about beauty standards.
Yeah.
And
Like, what do you? I mean, what is the glamorous things that are trendy, outrageous things that you would do that you learn? What's like what's popping or what's hot, and that people wouldn't want to do. I know we're kind of conservative.
Yeah,
here, but
yeah. So for me, like anything that's laying around, the other day I did a look just inspired by newspaper. So I just tore up pieces of newspaper and I did like a whole makeup look, very editorial. Very much, I like to step in a room and I must stand out, whether it's either you like it or you don't like it, but you're going to talk about me. And that's my purpose in life,
Interesting.
to be talked about.
Does that, and genuinely I want to know, by the way, and I apologize in advance if any of my questions come across
Right
as,
on.
just because I'm genuinely very interested.
Yeah.
Does that get exhausting because you're looking for scrutiny, you're scrutinized, and then that obviously comes with a lot of positive because you're very good, but it also comes with the image of, when you demand attention, people always don't take kindly to that.
Facts, but I ignore all the negative and I just focus on the positive. I really don't care. My goal is to just, do the best that I can and even let my work show through what I do. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I step out, maybe there's a stripe of color across my eye. You're gonna normal makeup artist. You're gonna come and ask me about my look. There's conversations that they're gonna be, in the rotation, and that's what I strive for. You come up to me, you ask me a question, and boom, I get a new client.
Yeah.
Business. I'm my own marketer, so.
And you're approachable.
I'm approachable.
Yeah.
Very approachable.
makeup is a hell of a thing, man. I think there's you look throughout the years of how the makeup industry has evolved, and it's a billion dollar industry, and it's catching young people younger and younger and younger, where younger kids believe that they need to be made up in order to leave the house. So you've got 12, 13, 14-year-olds now who are now obsessed with makeup. They spend hours in Sephora and thousands of their parents' dollars, and I think we can probably get to the conversation regarding self-image and stuff like that. We can talk about that in a second, but I see makeup three ways. It can be A, tastefully done. It can be B, where you stand out, where it's still tastefully done, but it's like
a bit
pop-
daring.
More on the
It's
creative
popping.
side.
And then there's completely fucking overdone, where some girls really, really overdo it. And, it's, to
But
me,
is that they overdo it, or they just don't know
Know
how
how
to do their
to.
makeup?
boy, if
It's a thin line.
I see pictures where all 5 of the women look exactly the same,
The copy and paste face.
it's a copy and the paste face. It's their face is almost orange now with the foundation, and then they've got the black eyeliner, and they all look the same after a while. Everyone's trying to look like Kim Kardashian.
Oh yeah, I get
you know
that.
that look I'm talking
I get
about,
that.
right?
I get clients that come
And,
to me and they're like, "Hey, make me look like this. I don't want too much makeup, but make me look like this." And I'm like, "That's a full face of makeup. Like
Yeah.
it's." But you gotta give them what they want.
Yeah, I know pretty girls that do very minimal makeup, and I know pretty girls that overdo it, and I know girls who don't think they're pretty that won't leave the house unless they are, in the chair for half an hour, and I think that's my lead in with regards to to self-image and beauty standards. I think men and women see themselves very differently. Well, most men, I believe, probably aren't affected by self-image as much as women are. I don't know if I'm overreaching here, but you know,
I mean, majority. I think
I
women
guess
more so than men.
In our culture, it's not a big issue. But then you step out of Guyana, and then you go in these foreign lands, and you see men like making videos, like got a phone in front of the face, like
Yeah.
that's next level. You don't really see it here,
Yeah.
but it's there. It exists. And I think with women, it's not like we're doing makeup to like impress men. We do makeup for ourselves. We just want to look our best. And even if you can't afford a makeup artist, you're looking at what you're doing online. Like, you gotta give them a little round of applause. The effort is there. I mean, yes, they need some help, but if I see them in public, I'll just stop them and be like, hey,
you feel
you should have blushed, blended in a little bit more. But I'm that girl's girl. I'm gonna be the one to be like, hey, give me a call.
you
I'll
think they
help
feel
you.
away if you tell them that? Like,
I mean, if it comes from me, no. I'm very laid back. I'm very chill. Like, we're on the same page. Don't
Yeah.
feel bad. But this is what.
don't feel no way.
No,
but-
like straight up. Like, I'm very comfortable when it comes to like speaking to people. I'm like, okay, sis, like we can work on something.
yeah.
Like, go to my page. Like, I'll teach you if you need help. That's that. But I'm approachable, I think.
I think with guys, it's more when you're growing up, it's more body than it is.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. You go
guys
to the
are
gym.
big on the body. You know?
I was I was bones. I had a physique of a Romanian gymnast. I was skin and bones growing up, and I always kind of wanted to be a little bigger, a little heftier.
Give it up to the men that only work upper body in the gym.
Yeah.
You know? Those.
I got putty calves. I was blessed with that.
I find men are very, in a similar fashion. Well, men are very complimentary to each other when they notice improvement in physicality.
Yeah.
I would tell you're looking good
Yeah.
if I noticed you lost some weight or
Yeah.
you're looking a little stronger. I
Yeah.
feel like that's like a normal thing among men.
I mean, girls too, especially if it's a close circle.
Right.
They would be like, hey, like, you're looking good, lose some weight,
Yeah.
I like how this makeup do. I like your hair like this. It's just, it's human nature.
So, you said you feel your best when you make up well and you want to feel your best. You want to feel your best.
I mean, for people, I'm very comfortable with my own skin. I'm not even wearing makeup right now. For me, it's like,
Sure.
I just put makeup on just to showcase my talent. It's just like, it's me just saying, hey, I'm creative and I'm talented. So
Gotcha. So it's your way of expression.
Expression.
Awesome. Yeah.
But with other people, it's it's different. It's more confidence. It's more like, I can't leave the house without makeup. And I say to those girls, I'm like, you should be confident in your own skin. Like, do not worry about makeup or how you look. Like, just own it. Like, for me, I own every single part. Like, nobody could tell me otherwise. I'm completely full of myself. And I know that.
Yeah.
So.
No, bro. These days, before you date a girl, you gotta take them swimming. You don't know what's under there.
Well, could be a little precious,
You don't know what's under there.
I personally don't like the idea of like a full face, like I can't, I don't know what's underneath.
But that's where y'all wrong, because sometimes men is be like, oh, like, I don't want makeup. I don't want to see girls with makeup. But then when they see minimal makeup, they're like, oh, I like this look. But the look is makeup.
But that's fine. And I'm not saying no makeup at all. I'm just saying I'm speaking from hypothetical. I'm married, so I'm just saying I would like to know as a man, like, who are you? The look is fine, and you could wear the look, but like, who are you? You know, which I guess you find out at some point, maybe.
Take them swimming on the first date.
I think this some people may have an issue with this, but I don't think women dress up for men. Women dress up for other women. Women dress up
Correct.
I think
themselves, for other women, for the compliments,
I
for the
can't
gram,
tell
for
a
the.
pair of Beanas from a pair of Jimmy Choos. I couldn't tell.
And
I mean,
that's now with the
women can tell.
with the with the age of social media and taking a picture and posting it. It's all very competitive.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what they're living for, most
Yeah.
of them. I mean, not me, I don't care, but
It's very consumerist too, in terms of how they're pushing that competition and these trends and stuff like that.
yeah.
Behind the scenes, you know, these companies are making billions of dollars, brother. Just
But do you not care? I mean, like in terms of reception of when you post something, like because obviously you do a great, say you do a great special effects face. You know, a lot of
Yeah.
your work is really good. Does it not matter to you the engagement, given that that's the validation?
Oh,
of
yeah,
your work?
yeah, but I'm talking like more, he was mentioning like, you know, materialistic stuff.
I thought we were talking about like regular cosmetic makeup. I didn't
Oh,
realize
okay,
you were
okay,
talking
gotcha.
about the SFX stuff. That's
Oh, gotcha.
I mean, yeah,
just
I think
figured-
that's a
figured
different.
both.
That's a
I
whole
mean,
different thing,
that's
yeah.
Okay, well, we'll get to that. Before we get to that, sorry, we're all over the
We're
place.
all
Yeah.
over the place.
But I just want to go
Structure.
back. I just want to go back quickly to how you got into this, and the reason is I'll just start with this. Like when we were deciding, oh well, I was trying to look through your portfolio to see, you know, what kind of work you do. I know what work you do, but I wanted to get a refresher so we can have things to talk about. And I was scrolling through your profile. I will say some of the things he's got to scroll fast in case someone was over your shoulder looking. But anyway, so I
babe
came
is
across-
research, doing research. You know,
Well,
this is
just
gotta let
this
you
is
know.
for the next show. This is for the next show.
But anyway, so I came across a video you posted with you doing karate, and I was very impressed.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So Chontelle was a karateka, is that what you call it?
Karateka for
aware.
14 years.
14. Okay,
Second,
wow.
I'm black. Yeah.
Nice.
Both yourself and your sister.
Yeah, my sister's third. I'm second.
Yeah, yeah.
Grew up in karate.
And she was in a competition, and she totally walloped someone.
Nah, straight.
And
right?
it was extremely impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right on.
So what was like? Just tell me a little bit about it, just because I'm really interested. Like, what was that part of your life like doing karate, and especially as a girl, you know, like
Yeah. Well, growing up, my dad was like, you know, we're two girls. We need to learn self-defense. And, you know, karate was more discipline. So it calmed my very aggressive self. And just, you know, him pushing us, because he was our coach, him pushing us and trying to make us our better self as a kid really helped shape me into the person I am today. Like all those years, international tournaments, regional, it was fun.
He also did karate.
No, he didn't. So
No.
he was the parent that would sit in every class, and us being kids and, you know, not paying attention, he would do videos and just focus on what the sensei was saying, and then go home and crack down, wake
That's
up
huge,
early,
yeah.
go to bed late, karate. But yeah, it was fun times. I really do miss it.
We had a conversation about that regarding, you know, kids in sports and kids in, you know,
Yeah.
the parents being the driving
The
force
drive.
behind their
Yeah.
success. Because as a kid, I mean, you know,
You're a
you have
kid.
one day and you're ready to give up. You're ready to like say screw
Your
this.
brain is all over the place.
Absolutely. So you have to have that parent behind you, you know,
Push you.
pushing you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not to
Yeah.
mention the values that sports instill. You know, losing,
Yeah.
hard work, pressure. You know.
Oh, phew, yeah. Confidence too. Like, you know how hard it is to just go out in the middle of a section and just perform
Yeah.
in front of so many people. And doing that from young, I guess that helped with my confidence and just being able to step out.
Have you ever had to use your karate in real life? Like,
You see, I have an injury here.
this is recent?
This is recent.
Oh dear. Poor guy.
But no, I didn't have to use it.
No.
This was, this
Yeah.
was just my own fault because I started boxing now, so it's my little therapy. I never had to fight. I always would try to like push it, but nobody bites.
Uh-huh.
I guess the words is, you know, too much.
But if it did come to blows,
Off
yeah.
She's
Hands
getting
up.
down.
Yeah, yeah.
She's getting down.
allowed, I would just
I'm a big boxing fan. Alex, you also like boxing. You saw the Dubois
Yep.
Usyk fight the other
Yep.
night.
Love boxing.
Yeah. Boxing is probably one of the most underrated sports there is because the fitness required, you know, in the actual sport, it's
intense.
the sweet science, man. You know, and it's a hell of a workout, and people underestimate. They think it's just two guys
Yeah,
walloping each other.
punching?
No.
It's very strategic.
the
Oh,
conditioning
absolutely.
is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of footwork. People don't understand the
Yeah.
footwork that goes into it.
Yep.
Similar to karate, you know, like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
But you're right. It is a mind game too, because you have to know your opponent and you have to kind of wait them out
Yeah,
sometimes.
so my specialty was the fighting and karate. My sister was
Kata.
my sister was kata, I was kumite. So
Kumite is
the video
fighting.
that he watched was the World Shota Cup, and we were fighting for the first place. And
You won?
I got disqualified because I knocked her out. Well,
That's not the point.
no,
You guys, I'll send you
in
this video. It's actually
karate,
kinda
you're
crazy.
not supposed to. It's not a full contact sport. So
Really?
yeah, you can't hit to like make the person fall down. It's just like touch and go.
But how do they? How can they measure the intent? You know what I mean?
You see, that was a very tricky match, and I was just like, whatever. I don't know.
Maybe
She
it's
was-
when you stood up
she was a
over them,
favorite.
and did suck it. That's when they said.
Honestly, I almost
That's
stormed
when
out.
they
but-
said, no.
She meant it. She probably
Yeah,
meant
she
it.
probably
Probably
meant that one.
I mean, I think they could have heard the words coming out of my mouth even though I wasn't speaking. I was like,
Yeah.
mm.
My niece does karate. She was just in a tournament in Colombia.
Oh,
and,
nice.
Loves it. Absolutely loves it. Yeah. And as rightfully so, as you were saying, the sense of discipline that it instills, especially in young men and young women.
Yeah, but I think it's a really good sport for like women, like young girls.
Yeah.
At least learn to defend yourself. Even if somebody you can't fight off, you give him a fight. You know.
Yeah,
Do your
you gotta know some. Just again, the confidence to defend yourself is
Yeah.
important. What age did you stop and transition? I mean, well, not transition. When did you sort of put karate on the back burner or move on to other things? And when did you get into makeup?
Ooh. Well,
Or was there something in between that I'm missing?
I'm a graphic designer over 12 years, so I only recently
Right.
got
I forgot about
into
that.
makeup. Straight out of school, self-taught graphic designer, pushed, buckled down, learned everything I know, and started my own company. Been getting contracts, worked with Exxon, all these little organizations in Guyana. And then, sitting behind a computer became a little boring because even when I was a graphic designer, I used to game a lot. Like
Oh, you're a gamer?
yes, grew up being a gamer, StarCraft, Call of Duty. I was very, locked in. I used to be more on the inside than outside, how I am now. So, COVID happened. I went to makeup school. I ended up just like locking in more, teaching myself. Because with makeup, it's like I wanted to push myself and see. I'm like, everybody is a makeup artist. But I'm like, what is the area where I can grow that's not as common as, just standard beauty makeup? So then I always had a love for like scary movies and just these weird stuff. So I was like, let me see how it's done. And I self-taught myself special effects makeup. And then it just grew a passion. I just practiced, did a few classes, and I'm still learning. I haven't peaked yet, but that is my main passion.
Yeah. So you left Guyana for a while.
Yeah.
You went abroad and you did. I guess you went to hone your skills, and now you're back.
Yeah, I mean, I spent a lot of years in New York. So I did makeup school, I did fashion school there.
Okay.
And then I came back. And then recently I went to Dubai. It was an adventure. It was just to see and experience outside of Guyana and other cultures.
To grow.
Yeah, to grow. Like I'm very jet set. I'm the type to be like, okay, let me give it a try. Let me see if I can break into this culture or this new country. And not to boast, but like I really do. Like I get to these places and I guess my personality, I end up meeting the right set of people, in the social circle. And then I just like push my talent and it works. And Dubai was an experience. It wasn't a long-term goal. It was just to like, hey, let me go try it out. I came, I saw, I conquered. Time to pack it up, come back home, and now that Guyana is booming, we're gonna boom with it.
What are your thoughts regarding? Because I've never been. I'd like to go. What are your thoughts regarding the treatment of women? Because getting past all the rhetoric of how women are treated in that part of the world, What what was your experience?
There's no experience.
Yeah.
Dubai is a melting pot. I would say Dubai is like New York, Miami, all the major cities in the world combined. So
I've heard
you,
that.
yeah, it's just like a 10% Emiratis that actually live there. So you go out, you can.
I heard that,
It's
yeah.
it's normal. Like you could drink, but I mean you do have to respect them when it comes to Ramadan and certain parts and the occasions. You have to respect it as a Muslim nation. But it's normal. It's very cosmopolitan. It's very fun. Very fun.
It's just as good to hear it from someone who's actually experienced it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because you get to look past all the rhetoric. On,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the media paint it as this, strict place because it's Muslim and
Yeah.
But if you're
You
looking
recommend-
to have fun,
Dubai.
Well, I'm interested. I'm interested because we always refer to here as Dubai, right? Like it's like we're the new Dubai, whatever. Like
I
that's
don't know,
like
man.
that's the big inspiration behind
yeah.
discovering the oil. So yeah, I mean
I mean,
I think their path to development was a little different
for sure.
to our path,
But Chontelle, why would you've experienced that, and that's like, the height of what's happening in a way, in many ways. Why come back here now?
because there's so much more that I can do now, and now that I've experienced everywhere, I have the tools to shape how I want to shape, my life in Guyana, give back to people, everything that I've learned. I'm here to just feed it back into the nation.
exposure's a hell of a thing. Huh?
It is. I mean, it's needed.
Yeah.
It's needed.
Hell of a thing.
Like when I speak to people that are just so sheltered and so comfortable being in Guyana, and the way that I think now is very open. It's very put me anywhere, I'll survive. So I think even just coming back and like sharing my experience and let people know that, hey, there's more. Like, were you fighting up for no, there's a bigger picture, and I think everybody should experience it once in their life.
It's the issue is, Chontelle, I believe, what we see here in Guyana is once people travel, they are maybe less likely to come back, to want to give back, and they're more likely to stay where they are. And that's one of the elements of the brain drain that we're having. Now that people are earning a lot more money, and they have that disposable income with which to travel for leisure and not necessarily for business or, funerals or whatever it is, they're able to travel for leisure. And they see what life is like in developed countries. They're like, well, why I going back to Guyana? Why
Why going to fight up?
I go in and kill myself?
But now with the scope
Yeah.
of things and how the country just like progressing and the development that's going on, like it's better to set up shop here. It's like get your base,
Be part of it.
be a part of it. That's why
Yeah.
I'm like they're gonna left me. I gotta come back and catch me a little bit. Still young.
That's a nice mindset to have.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good that you're seeing opportunity. Like you see a path forward for your
For
business.
sure. Like I mean, I've lived around the world. I've had opportunities where people are like, okay, well, come here or move here, and I'm like, Guyana's home. As much as it's boring, it's home. I can always jump on a flight and have fun and come back.
Yeah.
Easy.
I was it you that we were discussing? I was saying that one of the things that you leverage living here in Guyana is your social and professional network that you're able to tap into to get things done. Whereas when you travel, you're a statistic, you're a number. You're just another rat in the race.
Yeah.
You may be making good money, but your nearest friend lives 2 hours away. You probably see him once every 3 months because he has to make the trip
It's
down
true.
from where
The
he's living.
reality
And the
different.
fact our sense of community living here in Guyana, I think is a lot stronger than if we were living somewhere else. And that's what I leverage in terms of me living here in Guyana. That's what
No,
I
we
hold
do
on
take
to.
it for granted. Like people actually have busy lives away, especially in America. It's like if people think it's a Bella Roses reality check.
It's hard, bro.
It's hard.
It hard.
You gotta grind,
Yeah,
and then grind
yeah,
some more.
It's hard,
Like we have a very laid back approach here. We're like, sure,
It's taken
whatever.
care of. It's taken
Don't
care
worry.
of.
Yeah.
Let your people call my people.
Well, it's not to say, I mean, we ain't got to fight up here. I think they got guys who dig up here, but I mean, I don't know, man. Like I've lived abroad, and I've seen what the lifestyle is over there in terms of balancing a work life schedule. It's hard, man. You know,
It is
I mean,
because you work all day, you gotta travel, you gotta get home. When you get home, you're tired, you can't do nothing else.
yeah. Anyway, sorry. So
No, it's fine. Yeah. Totally.
guys I went to school with would say, this is how your day goes. You wake up at 5 a.m. You probably grab breakfast. You sit in traffic for an hour to
Yeah.
get to work.
Yeah.
You get half an hour for work, which you probably have to eat at your desk. You're out to work at 5 o'clock. You got to sit in traffic again for 2 hours. You get home, you're damn tired. You have dinner.
Prepare to do it all
You
over
got a
again.
minute with your kids and family. And then the only free time you have is on the weekends. You get to go to Publix or Home Depot. But then every other rat you were sitting with for those 5 days, they're also in Public and Home Depot. So it's
Yep.
another fight up
it's-
again.
It's a toss up. I mean, Guyana also, like, and I came back quite, like, I spent a year working and then came back. And
I did that too.
I've noticed that, like, it's easy to be someone here, which is a good and bad thing. It's very easy because, like, I mean, something, especially like what you do, you're very good at what you do. So for you to stand out, by the nature of it, it's not that hard. There's not a lot of competition, but then at your level, but at the same time, where does the market go?
Where does it go?
You know,
Yeah.
like where is you can't really aspire to hit anything because it's not really been done.
Yeah.
You know, no
Yeah.
one else is doing special effects, makeup, and you know the interesting things you do. So it's like you now have to sort of go and force the environment to bend to your will, which is fine, but it could be very
It's a lot.
overwhelming. You know.
It is. I mean, but again, if I do get the offer from abroad to like work on set, it's something I am willing to do. That's my goal to have my work be seen around the world, and people actually acknowledge what I do and hopefully hire me. But Guyana, it's getting there. It's always gonna be home. But if there's opportunities in my field where I can take it, I would.
What are most of your jobs right now? Like, what are you doing?
I'm a graphic designer, makeup artist. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alex, this seems to be the common. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. And the influencer cap that I wear, this was mostly posting content and doing carnivals and attending events. I get.
What? Sorry, just to interject on you. What is the influencer lifestyle like? You say you don't know. You seem to embrace it though. So let's just go with it because you're a good influencer.
Okay, I influence people, so sure.
Well, the influencer label, but like it's obviously a very it appears to be like a very fast lifestyle. You're in the lime, metaphorically speaking. Like what is that like?
I wouldn't say it's a fast lifestyle. It's literally just being you, but documenting everything you do.
Okay.
So, they're like, hey, come to this event. I'm going to be the one, hey, get ready with me. I'm going to this event. Like, I'm taking you along with me. So it's like you're there, but you're not really there. And people appreciate that type of content, especially if it's raw, if it's like genuine. If you're actually seeing me, struggling, looking for things, like looking for outfits, choosing outfits. And then you come with me, and then we're all having fun. Like I'm dancing, the camera is there, like, but it's from my point of view. Right. And people, more and more, I realize that's the type of content in the Caribbean, especially. That's what they like to see. So the other day, I was missing a toenail, and the entire internet, the entire Caribbean,
a toenail,
carnival things, yes, girl problems. Mm-hmm. So I posted about it, and it went viral. When I tell you viral, people come up to me out of the blues in public. Your toenail grow back. I'm like, sis, we're fighting this struggle together because this is something that, most polished influencers wouldn't post about. Sure. But I'm very unfiltered. I'm very, this is where you get whatever. And people appreciate that more from me because they're like, listen, you're real. And I'm like, I don't have time to be fake. So whatever it is, this is it. And so many girls message me. They're like, oh, my God, like, I'm going through the same problem. I just don't know how to say it. And I'm like, girl, I get you. I'll be the voice.
Chontelle, I got a question. How does one monetize that? How does one monetize the toenail? I mean, like...
When you find out, let me know.
All right. So right now you do it. You do it. For
I do
you.
it for
You're doing
the
it
yeah.
for
I
you.
just do it for me. I do
Yeah.
it
Well,
Well,
because
you've never done a brand deal or something.
I mean I get brand collaborations, but when it comes to monetizing on these platforms, like specifically getting paid from the Creators Fund, whatever, I don't.
Yeah.
But the brand deals come once in a while. I mean, this is how I get bookings for like certain things, and people see my reach. They want to collaborate, but I don't take any and every booking. It has to align with my brand. I'm not the type of influencer that would do random stuff. I stay true to my brand. So it has to be beauty. It has to be lifestyle. It has to be what I do.
Okay.
But anybody looking for collaborations, hit me up.
Definitely. Well, there's at least like 10 people here who'll tell their friends.
If you would show some ass, maybe we would get some.
You wanna see
some
that.
Brand,
You don't wanna see that.
some branding, some
You do not want to see that. I'm
We
better
get-
off doing the karate.
But you know
The
what's
15th
you know what's
viewer.
a fun fact? I've never worked a 9 to 5 in my life.
really.
Really.
Yeah.
Always been
Love that for you.
straight out of school. I may be my own boss. I'm too bossy to
Just going back
Have
to
a
the
lot.
going back to the lifestyle, which I love, and
Yeah.
I actually kind of envy you. Not that I can live it because just of who I am, but I envy the freedom and the liberty. But I'm curious because I do this. This is like the extent of my public life, and I genuinely enjoy it. And like I genuinely enjoy sitting down and talking to people like you and whoever, and doing it with Jared. But sometimes like I do it and I'm like I'm quite guarded and selfish, I think, with my personality, right? I don't like the idea of people knowing too much about me because I just don't like putting that out there. But as an influencer, like, how do you look at privacy in terms of like are there moments where
How much do you show?
like how do you sort of limit that or certain things off guard?
Of course. No, for me, it's like there's a filter. There's always a filter. People think there's no filter, but social media is not real. It's what I want you to see. I could make up something completely untrue, but you're gonna believe it, and it's fine. People don't know that I'm a graphic designer. People don't know that I struggle and stay up late nights, and that's how I make my money. No, but they see when I'm on a flight, living my life, drinking on a beach. They see this, so it's all what you portray. And I keep telling people, social media is not a real place. It's not real. You see all these girls with these, it's not. So I know my filter. Sometimes I'm comedic about it, and I'm just like, okay, I don't care about it. So let me show you.
But how do you rectify, and I agree with you, but how do you rectify that with like, okay, so on one hand, I'm an influencer. These are things that you're interested in. You're relating to me because I'm relatable. This is a true experience. But then on the other hand, influencers is I'm just showing you what I want you to see. Can people who like sort of are invested look at that and be like, well, you're not being true, or you're fooling me, or you're being fake?
So my type of like influencing, like I mentioned, is unfiltered. So with me, I really could not care. So I don't really hide much. I mean, the most I would not post is like when I'm up working or whatever. But like most of my, even my private life, like I hide some stuff. But again, the things that I show, it's genuine. And I think the audience like realized that it's genuine because sometimes I really don't care.
Would you classify?
I mean, there's nobody's gonna cancel me. If they do cancel me, I'm like, okay, well,
Your intentions are pure.
yeah, I'm
That's
like,
what you're saying. Yeah.
it is what it is.
Would you say you're more of an entertainer than you are an influencer? Because the content you put out there, and the reason I'm asking this is because I think, like with the Gyaff we had with Richard the other day, where we were asking, well, what's the end game? What's the message? What's the, it's just entertainment, man.
Yeah.
And perhaps we are asking, and sometimes we expect too much out of persons who are in the public sphere to be putting something out there when it's just entertainment value. Does that make sense? Or
It does, but like for me, I didn't even realize I'm funny until people started telling me I'm funny. Like my natural disposure is just
men, because they lie.
no man.
Women tell you you're funny.
Of course.
All right,
I
just
mean,
asking.
I go online, I make a video, I talk as it is, and everybody's like, oh my god, you're so funny how you say things, and I'm like, I did not realize that. but thanks for telling me. I gotta add, comedian to my CV.
No, I mean not just.
No. How I say things and intentionally, it's not like, hey, let me write a joke. No, it's
Yeah.
like how I speak and how my reactions. It's just funny for people.
The creative space in this country, I think, is
She's unapologetic about who she is.
Yeah,
which
my
is-
God,
like that.
it is what it is. You gotta take what you get.
as was Richard.
You
the
got
other
nothing
day.
else to
Yeah.
give.
Yeah,
I love
that's
it.
that was my kind of connection to what he was talking about.
I just really like that, her and Richard, especially Chontelle, because she, kind of, we live in such a conservative culture, where we're afraid, we kind of judge a lot, but at the end of the day, everyone who judges ends up doing the same thing and
They
being
want
hypocrites
to do
about
it. They want to. They just don't have the balls to do it.
But yeah, so like, I think it's important to, at least for Guyanese, to be more open-minded. And I think a lot of the daringness you bring to your brand, is very, it's something to talk about, like you said, and I think that we need more of that expression in a way that's like, whether you think it's tasteful or not, or nice or not, like it's your expression, we're not just one thing.
That's why my brand is Chontelle Sewett, because it's me. I get DMs every day from like women and like even like young girls, and they're like, "You're so inspiring. Like I want to be you when I grow up. I want to. My kid watches you. They think I get so many of these messages, and that like it warms my heart, because I'm like, I'm doing this for me, but to see that people are actually looking up to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not emotional. But
it's there's a sense of responsibility.
yeah, like
that
people feel like, okay,
comes along with that. No.
you do it. They're like, okay, well, you're inspiring me to just be myself and just live.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, you have one life. You don't get a redo. Just live as much as you can in your capacity. I'm not saying, because the other day somebody messaged me, and I don't know if anyway, whatever. Somebody messaged me. They're like, hey, could you message my girlfriend and just, talk to her, because she's going through a hard time. She doesn't want to like write her exams, and she's looking at your profile, she's looking at your page, and she wants to live the life you're living without like going to school and whatever. And I'm like, again, social media is so fake. People see this, they don't see me struggling and grinding and missing deadlines, and they don't see this.
No, but Chontelle, people lose touch
of
of that facade, that avatar that a lot of people portray on social media, and they start to believe
and
that this
they just
is.
think they could skip all the whole alphabet and just jump to Z, and it doesn't work like that. Like,
Yeah.
I look young, I'm not young. I did my time. Like, I put in the work. I have things to fall back on. It's just not all fun. Like, there's always hard work that comes behind it. But I'm just at a place now where I'm like, I'm doing both, and I love to do both. Great, I'm getting paid to do both. Why not?
But
Hard
you
work
have
paid
your
off.
fallbacks. I mean, you have your certifications, you have
Of
your
course.
education. I mean, you didn't drop out of school to go and
Exactly,
do your
and
videos on
these
social
these
media.
these young girls now are thinking like, oh, they could do nothing and just survive, or like,
No, you have to have a
I
catchment.
have a question.
Yeah.
Being in the, and she's a good person to talk about is to hear your perspective as a woman, especially online. We kind of, women in the online space vying for attention, and trying to monetize that. You obviously do your work, that your online influencing stuff isn't. You said it's not monetized, or you haven't found a
It's
way
not
to
my main-
consistently
yeah,
monetize.
yeah.
It's not your main source of income, 100%. But we're sort of in an age right now where we're seeing a lot of women online looking to monetize content
By just doing that.
and then but they push beyond these mainstream platforms, and they go into like heavily sexualized
OnlyFans?
Like
Wow.
OnlyFans. What is your perspective on that?
I mean, it's pure laziness.
You think OnlyFans is laziness?
It is, and I mean, I don't post it. I would open an OnlyFans, but only do makeup. But
Can you do that? I thought
you can't. No,
You can do anything.
But the thing, the perception people have,
We could post
the
this on
public,
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
that people have, the mindset people have in OnlyFans is it's only sexual because most people are using it for that platform.
But that's what I'm talking about.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you know, it's laziness. You know,
It's almost like
I'm very
gambling
old.
on a quick cash out.
Yeah, I mean, it works if you do it well. But I'm the old school type. I got too much morals, and you know.
So we were
Sure.
Kelsey and I last night. We're talking about a certain bar in Georgetown that pays girls to jump in the pool and take off their clothes and stuff like that. And I was saying, you know, I had my kids in the car, you know, and I was saying, that's kind of rass, you know. I think the girls can do a little better, but the background that the girls were coming from,
Exactly.
and the money that they would have earned for just taking off their clothes and jumping in the pool.
But again, not everybody.
You know, they can't work a 9 to 5 and earn that. They don't have the luxury of education. They don't have the
Exactly.
luxury of
They didn't-
exposure
they
or
weren't-
background.
it wasn't accessible.
That's their. So I mean, there's that
This is pros and
disconnect.
cons, yeah.
Are they being lazy by accepting that money for taking off their clothes and jumping in the pool, or is that opportunity that they're seeing? I'm only young once. This body's not going to be here forever. Let me earn this dollar now.
Yeah.
And
Some people don't have a choice, but I'm like the ones that do have a choice and choose to do it. It's just laziness. It's pure laziness. But again, it's just.
It's an interesting conversation to have. I mean, not that I think it's super relevant here. We don't have
Yeah.
you can't survive society having an OnlyFans in
I mean,
No?
like even that
Be tough.
girls now got like degrees and you know they can't pay off loans to turn to OnlyFans. Like,
Yeah.
good for you if you could make money. Sure.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you can't make it in Guyana, but.
So there's an argument for it as well.
It's still
as,
a numbers game, right? I mean, like you still have to have the amount of traffic subscribers. You still have to
There's so
sell
many-
yourself outside of
Yeah.
to get your name out there,
Mm-hmm.
right?
But then again, it's not as bad as like actually just jumping around to every other guy. It's just video. So I'm like,
so you're saying it's more profitable to just
To
jump
just
around
do-
to rich guys as opposed
No, she's saying do it online.
Do it
Oh,
online.
do it online.
It's less. Like you don't have that into. Yeah, you're not. You know.
If you're gonna whore, do it online.
Yeah, it's
Don't do it in real
easier.
life.
It's easy. It's like
Well, how is it? This is an interesting
How?
conversation.
Because-
How is it easier?
because you're okay. So the girls that actually focus on just like making content by themselves, you're by yourself. Like no man touching you. They had some girl who's doing it. She was like a virgin. She's like so young, but then making millions.
But your image is still
Yeah,
gone.
I mean the digital footprint is there.
Digital
but-
footprint is huge. If you're just circulating 3 rich guys, it's only really them and you.
There's probably like geo blockers.
Yeah,
where,
I mean,
there's probably girls in Georgetown that have content happening.
yeah, but
in
I would
Kazakhstan.
if I
that,
had to do it,
making real money. Yeah.
millions. Like, you realize how many pervs out there? I would be anyway.
Is the money worth
I won't
it?
get.
I mean,
How much do you think I can get for my feet? I don't know. We can.
you'd probably
back
owe
in
the
a shoe,
platform. You'd owe
right?
the platform some money.
No, girls making bank, like especially millions. Like girls starting 22, buying houses in the States, cars, like.
Yeah.
This conversation, because it's such a prevalent thing in like pop culture, OnlyFans and this stuff. I was thinking to myself, not related to that, but like the other day I was thinking, like, what money is enough money? Because like, especially like, and you could
Oh,
appreciate
geez.
this as an entrepreneur, you want to live a good life.
Mm-hmm.
You especially know what a good life is and what it takes to be able to live
Yeah.
a certain lifestyle.
$250,000 a month. I've done the math.
Stop.
No, U.S. Gotta be U.S.
He's referring to something else.
Can I get some more Eldorado?
Of course.
Stop.
Yeah, so the question is, how much money is enough money, and I think like that's something like culturally here we're unable to like answer, because it's like everybody wants to make, we should be paid more, this can't do but it's like, okay, but what is like enough money? Like what is,
I think people just want to be comfortable. Like that's
what's that? What's comfortable? Comfortable for me is different from comfortable for you.
Bills. It's
Yeah.
like- I mean, it's like, okay, I can wake up and not have to stress or not have to go sell some front to pay, stuff.
But does that not? But isn't it
But then
subjective based on lifestyle?
it keeps growing because
It never ends, right?
it never ends.
It never ends because
But-
you buy the Ferrari and then you hit the side view mirror and you got to find side view mirror Ferrari money, which is, you know what I'm saying? Like it.
No, for sure. I mean, I guess some people just need to have that line that I don't.
Do you think this generation understands building wealth in terms of not you being comfortable, but your grandkids being comfortable? Do you think that this generation is?
I mean, if this generation on me,
Yeah.
No,
I
la
had
policía.
Yeah.
No.
I had a conversation with a dude yesterday, and we were talking about, investing and spending and stuff like that. And there are things that make no sense to me. Designer T-shirts make no sense to me. A Balenciaga. Am I pronouncing that right?
Sponsorship needed.
Yeah. A $500 Balenciaga T-shirt. This is from Hot Topic personally, but
Shout out.
Yeah. He's gonna have to edit all of these out because he's gonna get
sponsorship.
one of his 12 viewers is probably gonna complain about copyright, so he's gonna have to edit that out. But these things that this generation thinks are symbols of wealth are retarded.
I mean, most
It's
of them
just consumerism that you're buying into,
is
right?
just off front.
Yeah.
They got on behind, and
Yeah.
that's one thing. Like for me, I don't believe it. I'm very more. I prefer have money in the bag than have the bag that
Right.
costs so much. But
Right.
guys, even if you want to buy me something, it's fine. Let's go.
I think that's what Alex was talking about in terms of how much is enough. Like, how much do you need in the bank before you give up the graphic design? You give up you give up the chase,
But
and you just kick back and.
I don't know,
and
but that's me.
what's the figure?
What is driving you? Like, what is
That's the
driving you
thing.
right
Like
now?
just to be my best self. Like even if tomorrow somebody be like, "Hey, you don't have to work a day in your life," I still want to work. I still want to do what I do because it's me. It's my character. It's who I am. I might do it for. I mean, most of my collab works that I do like outside of Guyana is just collaboration because I want the recognition and I really don't need the money. I just want my work to be seen. Like.
So you're comfortable. You're comfortable and happy with your life.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
look. By the way, and that
sure.
being said, we can all have more money. Like
Yeah.
we'll never say no to more money.
Of course not.
But like it's like
How are you making it? That's my thing on it. Yeah, I wouldn't say no to more money, but if it comes at, and this is the conversation I was having with our friend the other night, if it comes at the expense of principles, values, morals, I believe that I would be in a position to say
For sure.
no thanks, But just carrying on for the conversation we were having about OnlyFans, is that a breach of principles, morals,
For some.
values?
For
You know?
some.
For some, but not for all,
But
right?
some people just do it till they reach a point where they're like, okay, I'm retiring. I mean, I've seen that girls.
I'm dropping off the map.
Yeah,
now.
I've seen girls. They made how much million in the past 2 years, and they just retired. They're done.
But imagine the girls who jump on OnlyFans and then don't make it. Like they
Oh,
make
that's-
$100 a month and then they're everything's out there.
Right? Shame.
I guess
Kinda
it's
tough.
the same. It's the same game as marketing yourself as it is on TikTok or in Instagram. Or there's an art to it, no? I mean,
Yeah.
those who will rise to the top will rise to the top regardless.
Right.
No pun intended, but
Yeah.
I
on
mean,
that.
it's not for everybody. If you're doing it well, then good for you.
It's.
If-
I mean, what influencers, entertainers, what you guys do online, it's a labor of love, I guess, a lot of the times. But my interest was, how is the Hawk 2 girl making billions? You know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
if
honestly.
somebody can explain to me how she was able to monetize a 3-second clip on TikTok.
But it's not that. It's that you have a moment. You
You
have
have a
one
moment.
moment that
You gotta take it.
catalyzes your superstardom for
I've-
15 minutes of fame, and then you cash out for as long as you're relevant.
As
So what do you
can.
do? You charge people for using the clip of
No,
your
it's
image?
like you just build off of that. You do appearances.
Yeah,
you do
exactly.
all
That's,
these
that's how
events.
it works.
Yeah.
You get brand collaboration, you get sponsorship because if it's trending,
hot.
if it's viral, You can
Yeah.
make so much. And there's the thing with TikTok now, like you can do the dumbest thing and you're a billionaire
Yeah.
overnight.
And you've got
you can
like
make
a
the weirdest song is a song bite. It's
and you've got like a 30-minute window just to cash in on that, right? Because
some of them might get longer.
the next
Facts.
stupid thing is coming along.
Like for me, I sit down and do makeup for 6 hours and then add in editing and all this 10 hours. Post a video, low views, go and talk shit about something that happened during the day.
Blows up.
Boom.
Tony
And
L.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I have a question on that though, because
Ooh.
I hear that because that's the social media thing,
yeah,
right?
I feel it.
But like that comes naturally to you, and like, but like, how do you? Because Guyana's different,
It
right?
is.
It's
It's
not
so
like the U.S.
different.
So obviously, like, you go viral for a clip, that doesn't necessarily give you business. It makes you. It spreads your brand,
Your awareness, yeah.
but it doesn't. Or people are more. They're now everyone's seeing it to judge it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But how, like, does that in Guyana translate to money? To like, because it doesn't, right? So then what is your business model here?
That's what I say. I don't have a model.
Chantal, where are we
because,
going with this? Is how does an influencer in Guyana
No. Okay, so
turn a dollar?
no, I've noticed because now coming back into the scene since I've been off the scene so long. Now coming back, and the other night I went to this influencer dinner with like a lot of local influencers.
Ooh, what are those like? I've never been invited. We've never been invited.
That
Snub.
was my
Were we
first.
snobs?
That was my
Snubbed.
first because
Absolutely.
everybody didn't
Dude,
know.
I'm a co-
Are we influencers?
I'm a co-influencer. All right, I'm writing your very
You're an
short
influencer,
coattails.
Jason.
I'm barely holding on to your coattails. All right, don't even. I wouldn't expect to be in
Yeah.
that
Sorry,
circle.
Chantal. Sorry.
Yeah.
How was the dinner?
The dinner was good, but like to meet these are people that I see online. They come up on my For You page. They make bank. Like there was this one guy. He's probably the highest paid influencer in Guyana. Like he gets paid so much, and his type of content. A lot of brands reach out to just tell him, okay,
Oh, really? Who is he?
Professor Moore,
Oh, okay.
Isaiah. I think that's
Okay,
his
I
name.
didn't
Heard of
realize.
him? Yeah, someone just told me
Yeah,
about
yeah,
him.
yeah. I didn't realize he does so well.
Yeah, he's apparently one of the highest paid influencers in Guyana. So I guess me now stepping back in the scene in Guyana, I can't answer that question. But these other influencers, they're making money, and like businesses are using them. They're like kind of like commercials. They're like ads.
Yeah.
They tell you what to do, what to highlight, and then you take it and make it
Your own.
your own, like
Yeah.
however you portray your business. Like even like brands that come to me, they're like, hey, we have this event coming up. What do? I do makeup. So what I'll do, I do a makeup inspired look for the event, or I do it how I usually do my type of content.
Yeah.
So everybody have their own style of content, and they capitalize, but they're making
Chantal,
money.
do you see opportunity for collaboration with local creatives? For instance, you're on the social scene. Local fashion designers, they come to you and say, "Hey, Chantal, would you wear one of my pieces?"
Of
And then you
course.
go on your social media and big it up.
I
And then,
do.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I do that. I do a lot of not paid deals, but like just
Yeah.
a shout out. I support local, even if I know you're a young female or you just need the help. I'm
Or
here.
male.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
No
she's
matter.
here driving our
But,
relationship.
absolutely.
It's a very
The 15th view. We're
Male
going
cover.
for it, man.
I
This
just want to
is-
say,
this-
I don't know if I'll send it to you, but I don't know if you know who Certified Samson is. He's a Trini content creator influencer. He's very hilarious.
Is he?
It's so
He
funny.
makes great content.
I like
that's-
Kyle.
That's He's exactly like Kyle.
Is he? All right.
But
But he's millions of followers, like on all platforms, millions.
Yeah.
yeah,
They're like-
but he makes content that's related not just to Trinis, but like the Caribbean diaspora.
Caribbean, the culture,
And the
yeah.
Caribbean population, right? And Chantal recently did a collab with him, and it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
know,
was
so-
surprised because
How was
I-
that? Can you tell us about that? How that started? Like, how
Okay,
did you
so
link up? You reached out?
he was coming to Guyana, and I'm so sorry, Jamel, but like I did not know about you before. And
Really?
then I did not. I'm very much.
What are you doing, man?
I was out for a while. Anyway, came back because
I also
I'm
did that,
traveling in and out. He sent me a DM. He's like, "Hey, I'll be in Guyana from these dates. would love to do a collaboration. And I peeped the profile, and then I started watching his videos, and I was like, okay, no problem. And I think he came in for this influencer summit or whatever that I wasn't invited to. So then he reached out, and I was somehow here. He was like, okay, I have an idea. Let's do it. He's like, I love your makeup style. He didn't expect me to go the way I went. He was like, just do an ugly makeup, whatever. I'm like, say no more. And
She
then
went full Smeagol.
Smeagol. So then when I got there, he was like blown away. His manager was like, are you insane? I'm like, yes, I am. And then
You went as Smeagol?
Yes.
Nah.
I was in my car dressed as Smeagol.
So the premise was like they
You can show a picture when you do the video.
Yeah, the short clip was like when you take a girl home and she takes off her makeup.
Yeah, boy.
So she comes home from the club dolled up like she,
Kelsey showed
she
me
is.
this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And
I
now
saw
she
it.
takes off
I
her
saw
makeup.
that.
It's
Yeah,
Smeagol.
I
It's
saw that.
hilarious.
So then, when Jamel and I, when we met and we were talking, we freestyled everything. He didn't know I could act. I didn't know I could act. He was like, okay, this is what I want. And I'm like, say no more. This is my shit. Like, this is what I live for.
Yeah.
And then he was like, your lines are insane. He was like, this is gonna be so big. And so said, so done. It blew up, and we're almost at like 17 million views.
Holy shit.
Oh, nice.
On just Instagram and like the other platforms and more. But it was a really good collaboration. And he came back the other day, and we did another one with me dressing like him, looking like him.
Yeah, that was a good one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really
I thought
impressed
you said you didn't know who he was.
No, Kelsey. I didn't know. Brethren Kelsey showed me look Chontelle. And,
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you. I just don't want to lose this.
Go for it,
Question. You said he had a manager. That's how.
Oh
that's
yeah,
how
he
big is.
does have a manager. He,
Okay. What does a manager do for someone like that?
I guess like reach out
Ask Vicky.
to
Do whatever you tell them after you beg.
Anything you say.
I don't know, but I need one. I guess they did reach out to people and make brand collaborations happen and talk money and
And they probably get like a small cut.
of course, naturally.
Dude, this is what I was talking to
This is
Richie
what I need.
about.
So anybody
Yeah.
that wants
you
to
have
manage
the creative
me,
doing the creative stuff.
I
exactly.
don't
And then
know.
you've
You
got
seem
the business
unmanageable.
No, honestly,
yeah.
it's so hard to have to manage that sometimes. Like I get emails, they're like, "Hey, can you send me a proposal?" And I'm like, "I'm doing so much right now, I can't attend to this." So having a manager to take that
Vicky
off
will
of
manage
you,
you. Vicky will probably manage
I
you.
don't mind. Let me go. We need some
20%.
money. We need
There needs
some
to be
money.
that. There needs to be that 1-2 punch, man. The creative needs to have their space to be able to do their
Yeah.
thing,
to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
what we
yeah.
do.
and then you need some dude
Yeah.
behind this. Some
and
or,
and then
you know,
I feel like the manager needs to like push. Even if people don't reach out, you reach out to them. Hey,
Yeah.
this is my client. This is their portfolio. This is their insights. This is what they're doing. This
Yeah.
is the reach they have. Show me the money.
yeah.
But this is what we're missing in collaboration, and this is a good space to talk about it. But just in business for young people in general,
Absolutely.
we need more collaboration. Where, okay, I got one thing, you got the other thing, and we're pushing hard
Pushing,
in these
correct.
separate things. We don't have to own the whole thing. You know
Maybe
what
it's
I
a
mean?
mistrust thing, man.
But
Maybe
100%
people,
it's a
yeah.
mistrust
It is
thing.
because
100%.
people fuck
Yeah.
people over a lot of times, but
Yeah.
also
Because we're small-minded here.
there's also like a lot of talented people out here that just don't have the confidence to promote themselves. Like so
Yeah.
many talented artists and people in the artistic, just world that they do the work. It's just that it can't be shown because they don't have the balls to put it online and promote themselves. So they're being overlooked. And I
Yeah.
think if there's more like people like scouts trying to like pick these people out and then make something of them would be ideal.
Chontelle, like you were
Start
saying
with me.
earlier, that you were saying earlier that you didn't think that you were funny. I think there's a lot
Yeah.
of other entertainers out there that are
Exactly.
probably
No.
like me and Alex think we are hilarious, but we think like us. Yeah, I don't
that
know
can bounce
about
off each
anyone
other.
else. We think this is great, right?
Yeah,
But,
So I think you're funny. I mean, I think you're funny. I think you definitely appeal to like, and this is just my take of you. Please don't take this for gospel. I think you are obviously a very strong, independent, and loudly spoken woman. Like you're not afraid to be who you are, and I think that's inspiring to a lot of women, especially here, who wish they were like that.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily saying they want to be you, but they want to have what you have.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. I mean, it doesn't even apply to Guyana alone. Like, I go to Trinidad. My biggest fan base is in Trinidad. I'm so sorry, my Guyanese people, but Trinidad beat y'all. Like, they love me over there. Like, it's... But, like, all the islands, like, I step in any island, they're like, oh, Chontelle from TikTok, Chontelle makeup. And I'm like, sometimes I'm just, like, so surprised. I'm like, wow, they know my whole life. They literally come to me, because I tell people online, I'm like, when you see me, don't be afraid. Like, come to me, like, we're cool. And they talk to me like we're friends forever. And I love that interaction. So it's like just being able to just go in a different country and people know you, that's crazy.
You ever had a weird interaction, like someone who got a little too familiar, thinking I don't know if
I'm
that.
not gonna comment on that because I don't want to chase people away, but
Yeah.
it
No,
happens.
I don't know.
I mean,
Putting
like,
yourself in the public
just
space,
as
people
a woman,
overstep
like,
the line. You know,
Oh, I
guess-
mean, men know. Most of my people that follow me religiously, they're women. They're like between the ages of, I would say, 16 to 60, because like I've had older women come to me. They're like, Chontelle, you're real. We love this. We do the like, we live for your posts. We live for your content. And the thing is, it's like, yeah, they laugh and gaff, but they also respect my work because they always come back to, okay, your makeup, amazing. Up to today, I went somewhere and a woman was like, I know you from somewhere. And she was thinking, and I'm there like, think, let me know. And she's like, oh, TikTok. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, your work is so good. Ooh. So, you know.
Now you decide to play coy when they.
Of course. I'm like, where do you know me from, girl? I'm like, think. It's a battle. I'm like,
So, what is it like for you, if you don't mind me asking? Because Jared and I are genuinely curious about these things, being two men in long-term committed relationships. What is it like for you, as a single? I'm assuming you're single?
I'm very single.
Great. Well, what is it like for you being like in your position as an influencer, so like a public figure, and then being on the scene in a private life? I'm not saying, oh, you're looking for a partner or whatever, but I just mean like in courtship what's that experience like, especially in Guyana?
Like privacy-wise?
No, I mean like, when you
My
sort of,
options?
what is it like
There's that.
looking for companionship?
Is it difficult? Is it difficult maintaining a relationship? No. Chontelle, would it be difficult to maintain a relationship while at the same time
being
having that kind of outward persona where you're kind of,
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, I think I've always been somewhat in the spotlight in like even my past relationships. I mean, yes, it could be annoying.
takes a big man, to understand that there's a line between,
But again, I've had understanding partners where they're like, okay, like I understand, like this is you. You go out, you gotta take your pictures. I gotta take your pictures. I'm like, correct. There's your place. And it's just like some people are understanding. Some are just like, I can't. I'm like, I cannot be with somebody that doesn't accept this is what I do. This is me. Like, yes, I'm not gonna show certain parts of my life, which includes them, but like, I'm gonna show me. And then I've also had partners where they're like, they want to be in it as much as me, and I'm like, there's no fucking way. Like,
you're gonna kill my views.
Nobody gonna brand me. No, this is not a thing.
I have a follow-up question on that. I understand that. Do you think that given you need the support to carry your brand by them, who are your partner, do you find it hard to also give them the same amount of support in whatever they're doing?
Of course, like.
As of course you find it hard, or
No,
of course you can do it.
I do it. I do it. Okay. So in every aspect, I'm with somebody. I'm gonna help you promote your business. I'm gonna be doing your graphics. I'm gonna be pushing it. I'll do it. It might not be outright Chontelle Sewett because it looks your woman promoting shit. But like I'll find ways, and there's always it's a give and take.
Sure.
Would you find it difficult to date a gentleman who had a strong online profile that had a strong female following, in terms of a gentleman that went out doing his thing, and when he was out, he had a a lot of young women coming up to him and.
You confused, whatever.
But this is my question, and I think there might be a disconnect between
Me not answer any question.
would you find it difficult to date a guy who was the male you, who went out and got a lot of attention from both sexes, from young girls?
It could only be one.
There can only
It could only
alright.
be fucking
Highlander.
one. There's no way.
All right,
no,
fair.
I can't know.
Highlander.
That's
I
a
can't.
double standard.
I don't
though.
care. That I wouldn't look in his direction. I can't date somebody who's just like looking for the attention as much as me. I need a support.
He's not looking for attention, brother. He's building a brand. You know?
I don't care.
He's out there. He's
no,
putting
you need to
himself
go
out
do your
there.
office work and make some money and give me. That's it. I don't have time for this. you any spot, me any spot. No.
So you're unapologetically selfish. That's fine.
Very much so.
That's funny.
You need to be the cheerleader, not next to me trying to fight for the camera. It could only be me.
Attention on you.
And this is why my focus shifts away from people like that. Like, there's no, I don't look in the attention of not.
What
no,
if he's a nice guy
good
behind
for
the
he?
scenes?
Somebody gonna love he,
You
not
know.
me. It's not me. Not it.
Interesting. And, you know, I
Yeah.
respect that you're so
No.
honest about it. I give you that.
I'm like, hey, take my picture. You take my picture. Ah!
Yeah.
What is going on? No, no. I mean, like, I love the man and be like, I love you, and I'm like, correct.
There are some dudes that love their online profile, man. There's some, you
Away
know.
from every man, every time you take a picture.
So we're
Good
right now. There's no, and the reason I'm asking this is because I found that since I've like gotten married, I have been in my relationship, I have valued my privacy so much more. Like I feel like I love the fact that I'm a married man, and that's like my life. Nobody gets to see that. There's no situation that you can see yourself in where, you know, you could be in love with someone enough where it's like, I just want
I
to.
got toned it down.
Not that you have to tone it down, but it's not that you have to do anything, but that you want to.
I mean, it happens.
And by the way, that's not a pressure question.
Yeah,
That's just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, is that because some people just don't want that life, and that's
Yeah.
fine.
Love is lovely, and
Yeah.
I hope that love don't find me, but
Yeah. I guess we'll have this conversation.
That's another
in
hour on the couch.
I
5, 10
no,
years.
you know,
That's another hour on the couch.
I'm very outgoing. I'm very, like, if I do get somebody, even if they're like quiet, like I want to be the one to, you know, show my audience like, hey, like this is what it's like. Like I want them to be, I won't say like I want them fully involved in our relationship, but like I would love to just be like, hey, there's somebody there.
Chantal, perhaps the day will come where
Me
you find
fighting with
that
friends.
you find that
I'm not
companion.
fighting Guyana. I
You
know
find
for
that
sure.
companion where social media is no longer important,
Anyway,
no longer
guys,
relevant.
any eligible suitors, you could DM me.
You know,
Chantal
Chantal, in our
Sewett.
day, love used to mean something.
There was a
Well,
time.
There was a time.
There was
Hello,
a time when
I've
I
lived
was
it.
younger. There was a time.
How you
know,
were younger?
There was
You're
a
looking
time.
very great.
That was the
You got me once upon a time.
Anyway,
Again, to each their own, and I know what I'm looking for, so it's like,
Yeah, no, that's fine.
yeah.
Just to move on, you know, you don't know this about her, maybe you do, but she's also a big foodie,
Oh,
which
love
you and I are as
really.
well. I mean, but she likes the nice pretentious places.
The
No,
Michelin
that's
star.
a
The
lie.
Nobu.
That's a lie.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
goes
yeah.
to Nobu
Let me tell you-
and
let me tell you,
Carbone and all
I
that
go to
bullshit.
these places looking
fair,
for men,
okay.
but
I love it.
Listen. I do that because I know they're consistent with their foods, but those are my staples. But I do go like the hole in the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hole in the walls are the best.
They're the best.
Yeah.
The best.
And then
I
the
like-
food places are good too.
Sorry, I need to give this a shout out. I on dial up here. Sorry, brother. That was a good
Okay,
one.
thank you. I just it would have hurt me if you didn't acknowledge it.
Yeah, I got you. I just found the best in Lusignan. I just found a great place for Creole food in Lusignan. I feel like they should
Lusignan
giving me sponsorship, but we went. Rebello and I went this weekend, and it's just a new spot opened up, and they were getting crazy business. Like we went there and sat and eat.
What Lusignanda?
And Louisiana's on the East Coast.
East. Oh, that's okay.
So where the golf course is, instead of turning right to go into the golf course, you turn left on the public road.
Is it a weekend place or like?
It's an everyday place, brethren. Creole food, not bad prices, but really
Not Sunny and Sweetie.
not Sunny and Sweetie. And I don't think we can say this on air, but Sunny and Sweetie has kind of outpriced themselves in terms of what they were offering. They used to offer really good Creole food at decent prices, but they've
Of course.
and you know, I'm not knocking them. They've scaled up. They've done over their place,
sure.
and they're offering at a different price point now. So this other place, it's kind of the same type of food, but they've kept their price point stable, and it was fantastic. So in terms of holes in the wall, probably some place you'd never go to, considering you don't know where Louisiana is.
You don't know me. Like when I go to places people don't even see it. I gotta go under the clock in Starbucks Market
For what?
to buy fabric, but I just go under the clock, and people be like, "Wow, you on the clock?" Correct.
I like New York for hole in the wall places.
Oh, New York,
Yeah.
Chef's Kiss
Yeah.
What's your favorite restaurant?
in New
New
York.
York? Because I'm going next weekend.
There's Evelina in Brooklyn. It's a cute Italian joint.
I'll write that down because I'm going to
Evelina.
Brooklyn.
No,
in
seriously.
Brooklyn, yeah.
You know,
We stayed in Chinatown the last time Kelsey and I went, and I tell this story all the time that I looked up on Zagat, Yelp, whatever it is, for the best hot pot restaurant in the neighborhood, and we went to the restaurant, and the line was
Out the door.
It was
Out the
one thing
door,
when New York, you're gonna
around
line
the
up for
corner.
something you
Yeah.
want. It could be a
So,
shoe.
I was like, to hell with this. We walked a little deeper into Chinatown, and I saw a restaurant that was full of Chinese people.
Listen,
And I
the
was
line
like,
up is be worth it.
this is where we
sometimes.
need to be.
The line
No,
up is
bro.
It's be
we-
worth it sometimes.
Yeah.
Trust.
Most
Yeah.
of the time, the line is.
I can't. I don't know about it.
And because everybody trying to just figure out if
No,
whatever
Chantel,
that
I go
person
to
says
eat,
is
man,
real.
and when I go to a restaurant, your boy hungry. So I ain't standing up in no line
Me,
for half an hour.
No, in New York,
You know.
like especially when I was with my ex, like we used to just hunt like certain things down. Like we tried to do like all the best pizzas in New York, best burgers. It was
Yeah, but
very-
the best burgers based on like the reviews and stuff.
reviews,
or-
like no, reading reviews. Reviews is everything.
But you never
if
just
you walk
done
by a
the thing
doctor,
where-
reviews. If
you never just done the thing where you're just out exploring
But-
and you see a cute little cafe.
yes,
and you're
but
like,
sometimes it's a hit
Those
and
are
miss.
the-
It's not
well,
as consistent.
Yes and no. But when you hit it, it's the best.
Oh,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
It's the feeling you get is way better than the
because
the
you're like
high-end
Columbus,
stuff.
right? I discovered this place.
Exactly.
Look, you wouldn't have known about it. It's great. It's fantastic. The food is good. You know, I feel like that in Georgetown sometimes when we find a new place to go
No,
and
for
sit.
sure. The other day, I found a good spot in Linden that I don't ever been to Linden in my life. Went there the other day, and the food was so good.
We're in London.
I don't know.
Linden.
Lusignan,
Linden.
Linden.
So as you turn the
Yeah.
junction, you turn another
Wackenham,
part,
Lusignan, Linden.
you turn for the left. It's like a
Wackenham,
brunch.
Lusignan,
It's like a
Supernam.
brunch spot.
Linden.
It's like a brunch spot. I wish I knew the people because people know me. But they had like really good food, like barbecue. You know, like them old time barbecue. It's just like it just hit.
The half drum
Me
barbecue.
care with but the taste is just like that was it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a nice spot though. But yeah, even like Norman, the foodie review guy, like we connected at at a few events the past month, and we're gonna go on some foodie adventures.
In Georgetown.
Correct, in Guyana.
Love that
Guyana?
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, food is a good one for your
It
influencing.
is, but people.
It's content.
Yeah, but I
Like
don't want
ball
to stray away
price
too
raise.
far from again my type of content.
You
Yeah.
can tie it in though. I mean,
I used to do it.
part of the daily
And
life
then
of
they drag
Chontelle.
me. They're like, "Oh, she thinks she's a food." I'm like, "Correct. I know good food.
But you do know good food.
I do know good, very
Feel
good
like you do,
palates.
yeah.
I don't eat vegetables and fruits though, but
Oh,
You don't
never
eat
mind.
fruits
I
and
take back what I
vegetables?
said.
Why? You're a strictly carnivore diet?
that's right.
No veggies at all?
That's
How
right.
come? You don't. I mean, was
I'm
it like?
alive in it.
You know what I mean? Like, as part of an athlete growing up doing karate, didn't you have to have that healthy lifestyle where?
It's spit out and throw it away.
Wait, so
Nah.
but just as an influencer and somebody who cares about body image, how do you?
I work out like a beast. That's why I can't like have the gains that I'm supposed to have because of how hard I work out. But I maintain my small figure.
So you eat carbs and. you're
I
fine.
eat carbs. I have a sweet tooth, but like, I'm very vain.
No baji.
Sure.
I'm very vain. So I'm like, I look in the mirror and I see a little something. Ooh, we're gonna go hard.
Yeah?
I box, I gym every day. I do it. Yeah.
As far as your Guyanese identity goes, do you have like any do you have any connection to Indian ethnicity or anything like that? Or
You
are
mix
you
up,
just
huh? You all-
Mix up. I do
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to and me that's shutting down
Yeah,
soon.
yeah.
Bankruptcy.
Oh, is
it? Yes.
They're shutting down.
Bankrupt.
Uh-huh.
So
That's-
yeah, I did it.
Sorry.
Take your time.
You understand how much information 23 and
They have so
I've heard.
much
I've heard. I've
information.
been meaning to
how
do it
can
too.
you how can
What
you
do you
be
mean how?
Yeah, but they have
would love to
genetic
do it.
information
But
on
it's mostly
people globally.
But it's mostly one off. Once you do it once, you're not doing it
Yeah,
again.
what do you think they're doing with that information? They're just giving you the thing? No, they're
I don't know,
selling
can-
it to companies
can they
because
clone
they can.
me?
No, but they can tell genetic disorders. They can tell risk
They
of heart
can.
disease. They can segment that by areas. I mean, that's what they're in the business of, right? It's selling information. So the fact that they went bankrupt, that's
I guess they sell the company to somebody else that could do something else with it.
maybe, yeah, or they
Never
got
know.
enough information where
Yeah.
they can make their
If they
decisions.
could
They
make
could
four
pivot.
more of
I
me,
mean,
I
of
need
a
some help.
of a conspiracy theorist to think that, yeah, that's what
Yeah.
they're
Can't
doing with the
handle four
information.
more of you. It's too
I'm
outspoken.
5.
Two
at
more.
least.
So you're gonna have kids? You want to have kids someday?
No comment.
On that note,
You were talking about having more of her. That's
More of me means some mini me's? As a more of me.
well, I think we've addressed everything we wanted to.
We
And I
talked
just-
about OnlyFans, her toenail.
Which, by the way, guys, please make sure you add this. It's growing. It's almost
Which foot?
fully both. Both.
You lost
Listen,
toenails on
shh,
both feet?
Listen.
Kinda
It was
gross.
it was a chat. And people are on my toenail journey. People still DM me and ask me how your toenail doing because it was one, and then the next carnival it was the other one, and then it was both, and then they all went away.
ton of guys are like, "Hey, you mind sending a pic of that toenail? I
Yeah.
just want to see, make sure you're good."
I mean, I don't focus on the men.
both feet. Both
That's the
feet.
difference between men and women. Eh? I could lose a fucking foot. You know, I wouldn't get a text.
But you know, sometimes you go out, especially now that I'm letting it grow, and I go out, and then guys look at my feet. I just like curl my toes.
It
No,
back
man.
into your shoes.
Of course.
Yeah.
Gotta be who you
Revert.
are.
It's like you gotta be conscious. Like where are your eyes going? Hey,
Just
I'm here.
wear your Crocs, man. No, hide it up behind.
Yeah,
the,
that's how I wear a lot of closed toe heels now. Because I'm like, you're gonna look.
That's
at
how
my
you
face.
lost the toenail in the first place, cramming it into that little.
No, it was
that
people just
wedge.
mashing my foot.
Yeah,
I'm grinding it.
Kelsey in
Dip
new
on the
shoes, walking like a baby giraffe. Because
It's
that's
hard.
fashion.
Listen, carnival is a tough life. People don't understand it. People don't know how much it takes to be on the outside.
You gonna do the carnival again next year? You have your costume pick out and thing.
I'm on a contract. I have to have a choice.
You have a
but
contract for carnival? No way.
I got paid. All my carnivals I got paid for.
Yeah.
So if y'all want me to carnival.
Have you done carnival, by the way?
I have not, but I
No.
refuse to spend the money.
I reach a point
Yeah.
where I do not like if I'm not getting paid to like physically attend it.
but
apart
but you
from
live the life. I mean, like him and I, we're like,
boring old
our
men.
idea of a good time is like drinking in the kitchen.
Naturally.
Speak for yourself, brother. Sorry. I
believe.
With regards to carnival, I like the pre-fets. I like the lead-up fets to
Oh,
carnival.
the events?
Those
Yeah,
are awesome.
those are fun.
The actual on the road,
It's a lot. No,
did
it's
that
like
many
even
years
me
ago.
being like branded, carnival girl, like it's exhausting.
You just make it though. You just do the whole, or do you just
Of
go out, take a
course.
picture, go back
No,
inside?
I do it. That's
the
the
street
thing.
2 days.
I enjoy doing. For me, it's work, yes, but I make the best of it.
Yeah.
Like I'm the type. I'm like, listen. We check the content later. I'm pretty sure I get content, but like I'm out there to have fun.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what people like even more because I bring the vibes. I'm like, but this is genuinely me. I'm gonna make the best of the situation. I'm not gonna like I getting paid, yeah, but like I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, no.
So next
Head
year we
top
will
on the
live
floor.
vicariously through Chontelle.
Naturally.
Or she'll give
I've
us some
grenaded in a
tickets
few weeks.
so we could save some money.
She's got sponsored tickets, so maybe she can send some back.
Ask,
to
I
us.
have
ask them
enough-
if they need two
Yeah.
older
Old
men.
men.
Yeah, 2 old guys.
Yeah, I gotta check.
We
your
have to fit in the
partners.
thong and the butterfly costume, though. I don't know.
Gotta
if I'll
check
be able to-
in.
I
I'll
gotta
do it
lose
if
some
you do.
weight. Yeah, before
No, you're
next
fine.
year.
You're fine.
I need to go back to tooth.
And the tooth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chantal, we really appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming here and
Thank
indulging
you.
us.
That was awesome.
You're an amazingly talented
Good
person,
luck.
and I wish you all the best.
Thank you. Good luck editing this.
We usually say that at the end of every show.